Welcome, Wildcat fans. I'm Cindy McCarthy, and I'm joined by my regular partner on Friday nights, Cody Ratliff, and we are broadcasting live from Central City. We are in the season finale.
No.
As far as
home finale.
Home finale. Yep, I meant to say home finale here.
You're so pumped up, Carth.
I know.
You just got to take a step back. And
home finale here, and because we still do have one more regular season game. And I will say home regular season game, fingers crossed. And we can talk a little bit about that later.
For about an hour and a half today with kids, we analyzed almost everything that could happen in 8-man football. So we at some point we'll be talking some postseason play here.
So we've got Lone Tree in the house tonight, Lone Tree Lions, and they're coming into tonight's game with a record of 2-4. Wildcats are obviously coming in with a 4-3 record. And last week, Matt Klosterman set a single season Central City most yards rushing in a season and most touchdowns in a season, rushing touchdowns, I'm guessing. And last week we played Easton Valley, and the numbers were so funny because they had all their numbers in yards and passing yards, and we had all of ours in rushing. So just kind of looking at tonight's comparisons, they pass a little more than us, 697 yards to our 483. But obviously, so they're more of a rushing team too. So they've actually are coming into tonight with 1,056 rushing yards. And I think Matt had 1,000 yards in 4 games.
Yep.
We have 2,402 rushing yards as a team, averaging almost 8 yards a carry. They're averaging almost 6 yards a carry. Go ahead. You want to say?
No.
Oh.
I was just breathing.
Oh. So as far as actually, I've got the stats right here. Matt has he's got 1,459 rushing yards with 22 touchdowns. And, I don't know how this, this isn't right, I don't think, the way they have it here. And,
I don't know how that's broke down.
They have rushing and then passing, but rushing yards and TDs, I don't know. Anyway, Matt's got a lot. And,
he does have a lot. He could push for, that milestone is 1,000 yards. I don't think too many people have been upset when they rush for 1,000 yards.
He could almost be going for 2,000.
And he could potentially hit 2,000 in the single season. And you also have to consider, for those of you that aren't here watching and probably didn't think about, we're on an 80-yard field. So getting yards in 8-man is not as easy. Sure, you don't have the safeties over the top. You got less guys between you and the end zone. But you make a big play, it's probably 40 yards. You make a big play, in an 11-man field, you're going to get 20 extra yards.
Yeah.
Easy. So you're looking at a 60-yard or an 80-yard play. And
right.
Most of the football in the 8-man games played between the 20s, and it's
and
it's
somebody
remarkable.
could argue, well, in 8-man you score more often, so you have more opportunities, which true, but I mean, no matter way you look at it, it's a lot. And if he were to get 2,000, I don't care if it's 8-man, if it's 11-man, that's a huge milestone.
Huge milestone. I know he's been leading the state in rushing yards. I'm assuming after last week's performance and a billion more, he's probably still is.
Yeah.
We talked today. Matt was one of the kids that we were. He's like, do you think we can maybe get to a home playoff game or what? So we sat. Matt and I were the ones that started it. We never one time talked about Matt's personal achievements.
And he's not going to.
The 4 school records he's already got. I might have put a jab out there about being better than his brother or something along those lines.
Yeah.
But he didn't even acknowledge that. So, he's. It's fun for us to talk about, but
he's not going to strike up a conversation about it with you. Yeah.
He's not even. He's not even talking to me about it. And
right.
I've known him for a long time, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool accomplishment there. But while we're talking postseason, for those of you that maybe don't know how this works, for 8-man, because it's different, and it's different every other year, to be totally honest, because I had to refresh myself. It's going to be a defer, and the Wildcats are going to receive once we get going here. But the district champions for the 10 districts will all host, and then there will be 6 district runner-ups that will host. We are currently in position to be one of those 6. There's an RPI, a plus-minus. I'm not going to get into all that, but it just turns into a big math problem and, looks at score differential and all these things. And we are currently sitting 4th in that. Now, 2 of the districts that are ahead of us, the second-place team has not played the team in first place in that district.
So they could lose again.
That's District 1 and 2, and then also District 9. So really the 3 teams that are ahead of us. Also, if we want to get real crazy, Belle Plaine is right on our rear, who could potentially catch us, but they're not going to jump us because the best they could do if we win these next 2 games by 17 each game is tie us. Well, the state decided that this year tiebreakers are going to go backwards alphabetically.
Yeah, so we're
I'm not an English teacher, but I know C's are after B's, so that gives us a slot ahead of Belle Plaine. So hopefully we can keep pace. Obviously, we got to take care of business tonight. We got to take care of business. We're going to Midland again next week.
And then we can.
But it's out there. We might get to do one more of these at our home field.
We'll keep you posted. Coming into tonight's game, the Lone Tree's on a 3-game losing streak. They've lost to Springville 36-34, got beat by Edco 52-8, and then got beat just last week by Cal Wheat 59-42. Obviously, the Wildcats are on a 3-game win streak and took care of business last week against Easton Valley Homecoming. Tonight is senior night, and it is, again, we mentioned it's the last home regular season game, and looking forward to this. It's also pink out tonight, so there's a lot of pink out there. Had the band do a good national anthem, sounding good out there, and as you mentioned, we are got deferred, and the Wildcats are going to be receiving. So they're sending Matt and Max Arthur, Matt by himself, Max up a tad
10
here.
yards, yeah.
So we'll see what happens here with Lone Tree.
They've got a pretty good kicker. I think he's been kicking extra points. And
nice.
I noticed.
Number 16, Caden Soka Jr., so he should be familiar from last year, but I don't remember.
What do you remember from last year, Karth?
Well, we'll have to talk about that. That was hilarious.
Our
One
favorite
of the
pastime.
Funniest moments ever.
Of doing any games.
Of any
Maybe
game.
We'll talk about
I
it
can't
at
even
halftime.
think of like 5 other things that happened that we could add together that would be as funny as that.
I had the triple overtime Cascade basketball game when we were coaching, and we both spit our gum out.
But I'm just saying broadcasting-wise.
Well, yeah, that's true, because we've had to put our lucky gum
we've
back
had,
in our mouth.
Yeah, we've had some good stuff, but it's not funny.
We'll
but
get to that broadcast at halftime.
Yeah, we'll talk it when we're trying to.
When we laugh about it 20 times until then. What is taking so long to kick the ball?
The official had to go to the bathroom or something.
I talked to these officials. I was the one that let them into their locker room,
well,
and they told me they were going to do a good job. So maybe we'll cut them some slack.
You know what? Another funny,
but probably not.
Another is not really funny, but it's kind of funny, because what do we talk about almost every game this year?
Yep.
What?
How bad the officials are?
Spotting the ball. How bad they are spotting ball. Remember 2 games ago?
They got this kickoff right.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. But, we say something every time. We'll talk about that. All right, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, but we got a football game here. And Lone Tree is going to be kicking off, and we are underway. And it's going to go to Matt at about.
Going to get it at the 5.
Yeah.
He's out across the 20. Nobody's touched him yet. He's cutting back across the field, now back up the middle, dancing around, and going to get a holding call. A little too much.
Dancing around.
A little too much dancing for his guys up front to block that long. So he got out to the 30, but we're going to go back to probably around the 16, I would guess.
Now, this has got to be a spot, evidently. Or they just, now they've handed it off, so one person marked it part of the way, and another person's finishing marking it off. It looks like we're going to get it, just a kickoff here, or a touchback. We've got it just shy, or just up ahead of the 15-yard line, so Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. You got them?
Yep. As soon as they get set up here, they had a little bit of confusion on Kinnick and Josh who was going to line up on what side, but that Caleb Walker in the backfield with Matt.
And it's going to be delay a game is my guess.
False start.
Yeah, false start. I don't know what that was about. Well, we're not getting off to a very good start here.
Yep. We're back into that old, hey, let's get 10 penalties before we even snap the football here.
Yeah, I mean, this looks
15 yards we've lost already here.
Yeah.
What are we at?
Well,
back
more
to the
than
5?
15.
Well, yeah, I forgot.
10, yeah.
Well,
holding
penalty
is a 10.
yards.
Yeah, 20 really, right?
Well, we were out across
15.
the 30, so.
Yeah,
and we're
it's
25 now,
yeah.
because aren't we on the 5?
Yeah, so 15 yards in penalties because that other one was a 10 and this is a 5-yarder. Yeah, not the way you want to start. And when we were just talking about taking care of business.
Still first down, though.
Yeah, that's a positive. So they're going to move it back to the 10. So ball's going to be spotted on 10. They're just going to go out wide here with Matt, and Matt's going to get around the corner. And I guess it doesn't matter where we start. Actually, Matt's going to get more yards this way. Yeah. They just wanted to do a penalty.
Who needs kick return yards? We needed rushing yards.
A 70-yard.
75, wasn't it?
No, he was on the 10.
Oh, he was on the 10?
70-yard touchdown run for Matt.
Well, that was fun. We thought we might be able to run on them.
Technically, the second offensive play of the game because it was a penalty.
The first one was a penalty?
Yeah. Wow. There's 70 yards just right there.
2-point conversion.
Yep.
What do we got drawn up here? We're going to go with the same formation, same squad in there.
We started the
Caleb Walker and Matt Klosterman have Max Arthur out wide, and it's going to be a run to Matt. There's another penalty. Got to be a hold, I would think. I don't know what else we can.
An illegal shift on them.
An illegal shift. It's got to be on the offense, right?
Well, he pointed towards Lone Tree. Well, how can they have an illegal shift? Did they not have players in the huddle?
No, they're moving us back. They just don't know which way they're pointing.
Well, so much for high hopes on good officials.
And they might have got the play right. I don't know.
Well, they
just
obviously aren't good officials because they've already called 3 stinking penalties on us.
And we've snapped the ball once.
Yeah.
I don't know what that.
I don't know. It's like a shift, but I mean Matt and Caleb can switch sides.
So we'll see what we're doing here. Matt's going to take the snap. He's going right. He's going to cut it up inside, and he's in.
Yep, he's
pretty
much
untouched.
So I don't know what's going on, but
8-0 Cats.
Just like that with 11:36 left to go.
Huh. Well.
Is Max Arthur out there?
Yeah, he was split out wide.
Okay.
That's why I was.
Because then they had
I thought it was
Caleb in the backfield there blocking.
So I'm used to Josh Lindsay being out there, but it was Max Arthur.
Yeah, it was weird. But anyway, Wildcats
had me thrown off for a little bit.
Get out here. Well, they're throwing everybody off because they've got 3 penalties. The officials are throwing off. So going back to our funny story that we're going to talk about later, when I was looking for that funny story, I was listening to see where in the game we were. And lo and behold, I was listening, and guess what we were talking about?
Penalties.
The spot of the ball.
Oh, no.
Seriously,
Shocker.
I know.
So it's not just
this year.
This year. Good.
It was so funny. I'm like, oh, my God, we're talking about how bad at spotting the ball they are, and we talk about it every game. Except for, remember, they did.
There was one good one.
Yeah, one they did give us, and so for like 2 offensive series, we didn't complain, but then we got back at it. It was just funny because I'm like, we've talked about that every game this year.
Yeah.
And we talked about it last year, obviously.
Classic.
All right, so we got Chris Hansen's kicking off. Line drive, taken at the 5-yard line, and Cash had a chance and then slowed him down, and then there's Matt Klosterman there to wrap him up. Dominic Garcia doing that kickoff return for the Lone Tree Lions.
All the way out to the 24-yard line.
Yeah. Cash had him wrapped up at about, the 10, in between the 10 and 12, 15-yard line.
Yeah, Cash got down there, just didn't quite hang on.
Yeah. So Lone Tree, as we mentioned, likes to run the ball as well. And so we'll see if they stick to that. But they do have 3 receivers to the left here. And but there's another flag, and what's that going to be?
Well, you'd think a false
start.
start.
A false start on them. I just saw that guy over there, false start. Well, we've had
one snap,
2 kickoffs,
extra point,
two extra point options, and then
4
we've
penalties.
had 6 plays. We've had 4 penalties. 6 plays, 4 penalties.
But 0 bad spots.
Yeah.
So
yeah, so far.
just bad penalties.
And we're at 11:26. So
40 seconds in.
Hopefully we don't keep the penalties up because that stops the clock. I was thinking as I was reading the stats, okay, snap, handoff, and Wildcats are there to wrap up.
Yeah, not much there.
Nope. Let's see who that running back is there. Looks like Wyatt Ackerman carried the ball that time for the Lions. He's at the 20-yard line, so maybe gets a yard there. I'm thinking when I read the stats that they like to run and we like to run, I'm thinking, fast game.
Well, it seems like a lot of their touchdowns come off broken plays or long passes. So
we'll see. So they do have 2 split to the left, and they hit
just
number
like
1,
that.
and just like that, they don't pass the ball that often. But Brandon Hinnick gets beat a little bit, and
they did a little out and up route, and Brandon bit on the out, but he was able to recover, and they did get a gain of about 17, a little more than that, and got the first down. Crosses midfield now.
So I don't know if they're switching things up before seniors or something, because I don't see Kinnick's on the sideline, and I see Colton Brown out there, and Colton's. Oh, there's a pick! Yes!
Nolan Gates might have a shot at a pick 6 on senior night. No, he's tackled at the 20.
Maddox John Doe got him. Man, he read that. We all read that. That was like air. Yeah, wow, nice job.
Well, I think what they did, we got a little bit of a different look out there.
Well,
they
and
moved Braxton Davis out.
Jarek Brandenburg was out there. I think he's letting some seniors maybe.
Some seniors time.
Yeah, and I can't. I mean.
Well, I know we've got a little bit of injury bug out there too, so it might not hurt because.
Yeah.
We've got Caleb Walker going out again in the backfield.
Yeah. Who's not out there? Well, Colton Brown's not out there right now. So anyway, Dashney's not out there.
Is Welton out there?
Oh, Colton. Yeah, you said Colton last week. So Wildcats have it on the Lions 24-yard line here.
All right, here goes Klosterman off the left side. He's got a stiff arm at the line of scrimmage and just running over tackles now. He's going to get pushed out about the 10, and he's helping the guy that tackled him.
Jack Patterson in on the stop, picks up a Wildcat first down.
That's nice little sportsmanship there. I can't say I never knocked anybody down and helped him up, so Matt's a better guy than I am. And then after that, the defensive, I think it was a linebacker, gave Matt a pat on the back, and Matt patted him on the back, and off to the huddles they went. That was good to see. All right, spread formation here from the Lions 10-yard line. Klosterman and Walker in the backfield. It's going to be a sweep to the right. Matt's going to cut it back in, and he's got a second touchdown. So he had 22? Is that what he had before? He had his number?
Yeah, 10.
Because now he's got 2 more touchdowns on the night. So we'll see here. 14-0 going into the. So
he's probably already got 100 yards because that's 80 yards right there. And then he
we took over at the 20.
No, that touchdown was from the 10.
Well, but he ran before that.
He's got to be close.
He's real close to 100 yards
already.
3 carries.
With 10:09, we haven't even played 2 minutes yet. Owen Hall, well, if you can get 3 penalties and end up with 8 points, it should be a good night.
There goes Klosterman on the, and he fumbled it into the end zone. Oh, they're going to call that good. So.
We can't say anything negative about spotting for about 3 possessions.
Matt dove for the end zone, reached out and lost the football, but they're going to say he was in. The ball crossed the plane before the fumble. Huh.
Okay,
nice.
Well, we can't say anything bad.
Yep.
For about 3 series.
That's
first quarter.
At least gets them off the hook for 1. But what do we got? 16-0 now. I can't see the scoreboard.
16-zip, and we haven't even played 2 minutes of football.
Oofda.
Oofga is right.
Well,
Ufka is right. Is Colton Welton?
Let's see, 54.
54. Well, he's not usually on the kickoff return anyway.
Which, I mean, he said he was playing. He's right there.
Oh, I see him. Yeah, him
so
and
I'm assuming he was out on
Brandon.
at least offensive line.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure
Defense
Coach,
has been too hard. They ran a bunch set, and everybody was in a jumbled mess. I couldn't tell who was who.
I'm sure Coach Weber's trying to get some seniors in there a little bit. Last home regular season game, so we'll try to keep you, let you know who's out there. So we've got our kickoff team out there, and again, Chris Hansen going to be doing the kicking duties. Chris has a little stronger leg than Caleb, and he's had 2 touchbacks, right?
Yeah, at least 2.
Yeah, 2 touchbacks, but we'll see here what happens. There's a nice kick.
Not going to be a touchback.
About the 5, taken by Maddox Jondal, and he makes a move and gets around a few people, and then he gets up to the 25. So
little shifty there.
Yeah,
he made about 4 guys
yep.
miss. So
gets up to about where they had the ball last time to start.
You know, it is senior night, and we've got a couple of seniors already spotlighting.
Yeah, Matt
Nolan Gates on the
great job by Nolan.
Interception on the first series, and Matt with 100 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah. So we've got low snap. And quarterback, he's like, I don't want it. Here, I'm going to hand it off to.
I couldn't tell if that was a designed run or a read.
He handed it off to Dominic Garcia, and the bad snap allowed the players up front to penetrate. And
I think Colton Brown was the first one there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't by much because there was 3 other guys with him.
Yeah.
It looked like the tallest guy out there was there.
And Jarek's in there again at nose tackle a little bit, looks like. So they've got receivers. Looks like they're going to throw. And there's, Colton misses, and he's checking. There you said. And again, he dropped it. Again, Brandon Hennick is a little slow out there on defense, and the receiver got behind him. And the ball was underthrown, thankfully.
Yep.
And it would have been a pretty amazing catch. And he almost did come up with it as he fell. But he dropped it. So it'll be 3rd down and about 14 here for the Lions. So Wildcats, Lone Tree does like to pass or throw, run, as we mentioned. But obviously
probably not on 3rd and 15 here.
But, we've got to make sure we're playing smart on defense. So. And they're going to rush and
not even going to give him a chance to throw. We sent 5.
Yep. Jondal, the quarterback, kept the ball, and we were about 4 or 5 Wildcats there. Looks like Matt Klosterman's going to get credit for the tackle there.
It kind of looked like a screen, except there was nobody to get the ball to.
So that puts the ball back to the Lions about 18-yard line where they're going to have to punt. Brings up 4th down and long. We got Matt Klosterman back deep, and they're going to go ahead, and there's a little shanker, and it's going to get a little roll there for the Lions, and it's going to go out of bounds at the Wildcat 35-yard line. We're going to take over 1st and 10. That went a little further than I thought it was going to. I didn't even know if it was going to get over
It looked
midfield.
like a little pooch, and it just nice high.
Yeah, it got up there a little bit, and must have got up in the wind, and the wind took it.
Might have a little different look here. Looks like we got some different guys on offense out here. It's like Matt Klosterman's going to be in the backfield with
Max and Kinnick are split out.
And Josh is in the slot, so still going to stick with that spread formation here. Matt and Caleb in the backfield. And it's going to be a pass. Caleb drops back. He's got a guy. If he can get him underthrown a little bit, Josh comes back for it.
I was going to say, that's not pass interference. Jeez. Yeah.
Well, that's Max Arthur, not Josh.
Yeah, Max Arthur was opened. A little underthrown there by Caleb. He wound up and chucked it down there, and the Lone Tree guy ran right into Max. So good call there by the officials. Pass interference. So that should be a 15-yard penalty, right?
Yep.
And it'll be a first down for the Wildcats. Nice design play, and Caleb had all kinds of time.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of.
Kind of a slow developing play, and he didn't have any pressure. So good job by the line, giving him some protection. So Wildcats are going to have it 1st and 10 on the Lion 30.
Seeing Max Arthur split out, it's throwing me off. Here goes Caleb. He's dropping back. He's going to let one fly to Josh Lindsay. It's caught and touchdown.
Nice catch by Josh.
30-yard touchdown pass from another senior, Caleb Walker, to junior Josh Lindsay. I like spreading the ball around here a little bit.
Yeah, that was a nice catch by Josh. It was underthrown again a little bit, and Josh had enough. Was able to turn around and kind of grab it. The Lone Tree, I didn't see what was going on, and so nice catch by Josh.
So we're going to go same formation, but this time we got Josh on the left side, split out with Kinnick and Max Arthur on the right. Matt Klosterman is going to take the snap and walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Talking 2-point conversions, that's the other thing we always say we got to have. And
so far, 3 for 3.
Yeah, well, that point differential, 2-point conversions, that's where it really makes a difference. And we hadn't got that deep with it. But when you start looking at that kind of stuff on losses.
Well, and we looked that one game when we won. Didn't we win the game? But it was kind of a tighter game. We missed like 3 or 4 conversion opportunities. So good job by the Wildcats.
Well, I know Mr. Weiss is listening in. Your son right now is
out there
dancing across the field while clapping, getting ready for this
for
kickoff.
The school, I mean, granted, you got to give
song.
him. He's got school spirit.
Yeah, just a little different looking there.
He's just getting the music's taking over him.
He's lost in the music.
He's lost in the music.
I was lost in the music pregame. We had a little walking in Memphis. Little shout out to Coach Ryan Turner. Said that was his pump-up song when he was in high school. And, we kind of would make fun of him, but he also threw for 9 touchdowns in a game. So, you can listen to whatever you want if you're going to throw that. But Coach Weber shook things up a little bit, snuck that in, and it was funny for 3 of us today in the warm-up.
All right, so Chris Hansen's going to come out again and kick off. So far, both of his kickoffs have gotten to the 5. I mean, so not bad. And here's another one. That one's more of a squibber and actually went off the tip of his foot and went out of bounds. So that's all right, Chris. Chris just I was out here for cross-country practice the other day, and he was out practicing his field goals. Chris, is kind of hates that kind of stuff to happen. They're going to go over there and tell him. So they're going to just make him re-kick, move it back to the 25, and that's fine. Chris,
Yeah, it's good. Give him a second chance here to kick like we know he can.
And to be honest, we need to have a little work on our kick return
coverage.
Or kickoff coverage. Yeah, kickoff coverage. And so this is a good opportunity for that. So we'll see what happens here. Chris is going to tee it up again and get ready. Lone Tree's got a couple guys back there. And, nice. There's a nice one. That would have almost been a touchback.
Been real close to a touchback.
Yeah, almost. So Chris is the first one down.
Oh,
Chris, nice hustle.
Tackle.
He was mad. He kicked off, and he was literally the first one down there. And then Cash and Dashney were right there to wrap things up. So good hustle by the Wildcats. Good hustle by Chris Hansen. And they're going to spot it just
over the 15.
Just over the 15. So Lions will so far haven't been able to really. They've had one pass completion, and they've almost had another. They haven't really been able to run the ball. So we'll see here what's going to happen. Looks like they're going to split 2 receivers to the right, and they've got the quarterback and another back in the backfield. They're going to swing it laterally, and great read there by
Matt, I think. No,
Josh. Yep. No gain. Actually, they're going to give him a
Tackle
loss
for
on
loss.
that.
We'll
nice.
take that out of a cornerback.
just a turn and a lateral pass, and Josh did a great job of reading it. It'll be second down, and actually they're going to say he lost 2 yards on that. So 2nd and 12 for the Lions. Wildcats doing a really good job on defense. And there's just going to direct snap to the quarterback. That's Maddox Jondal. He's a senior this year. And he gets maybe 3 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 9. Ball's going to be spotted on the 16-yard line. We'll see if the Wildcats can get another stop and force another punt and get it in good field position. We're down to 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter, 24-0 Wildcats, if you're just joining us.
Well, we needed to win by 17.
Yeah, and we're up by 24, so we're on track there. There's going to be a
Caleb Walker.
Yeah.
And
it's like
Braxton
Davis and Caleb get in there, and I think he lost a yard there, so went back 2, gained 3, went back 1, so basically it's about 4th and 10, 4th and 9.
It's a long 9, and they're going to punt to Matthew Klosterman, but last punt they did not give Matt a chance. I fully expect them to not give him a chance here. I would think they kick it out of the bounds. I know I sure would be telling my guys to do that. They haven't hardly tackled him yet. I'm not going to give him the ball in the middle of the field.
This time he just does a little squibber, so they're not really doing anything that Matt can do, which is fair, and another decent little punt. I mean, Wildcats are going to have it at their own 38-yard line.
Yep.
With, again, 6:18 now left in the first quarter.
Time of possession, they're probably beating us in time of possession.
Probably, because we haven't possessed the ball very long.
2 plays in a cloud of dust every time.
Yep.
Well, we'll see what we got here. Looks like it's going to be a similar formation, but.
Yep, they've got Max going out.
Max
and,
out wide left, Kinnick and Josh
the
out to the right.
3-receiver look here.
Not sure who's going to take the snap. Probably Caleb. Oh, it's a high snap. He bobbles it. And he's going to try to just get what he can up the middle.
Picked up maybe a yard.
Maybe a yard there. That was
that one
not too
not sure
high, but it was up there. He had to get up. He's not a short guy. If that was Cash, Dash, anybody else, that's probably way over their head.
Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we'll see what we got drawn up here. Josh Lindley's going to run the play in. Same formation. Twins to the right. Max Arthur split out left. Max has to be loving this. He's going to have single coverage on his side all night. I'd be saying throw me the ball, but Matt Klosterman's going to keep it. He's going to have a first down. He's got a man downfield. Kinnick blocking for him.
Oh, he ran right between those 2 guys.
Splits the defenders for another 30.
That was a 38-yard line.
42 yards.
42 yards.
I just don't think they've tackled him yet.
No. Well, the one, he got knocked out of bounds.
Did he get knocked? Oh, he did.
Yeah, and
that was a worthless 10-yard run, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really killing his yards per carry average when you get them 10-yarders.
Yeah. All right.
So he scored on a 70-yarder, a 40.
70, 10, and now 42 yards. And, so, and he's got all the 2-point conversions. This time they just snap it to Caleb Walker, and Caleb's cut down before he gets
Caleb Walker is the ball carrier, but he's stopped before the goal line. The 2-point conversion.
No good on the 2-point conversion.
No 2-point. First one that we haven't been able to convert. All right, so 5:21 to go here in the first quarter.
Well.
And it is 30-0.
You said 5 minutes to go in the first quarter?
5:21 actually. You know what you should do? You should give a shout out to Heartland Bank. Heartland Bank is our sole sponsor for the Wildcat Sportscast.
At Heartland Bank, the strength of our bank lies in the relationships that give meaning to our work. At all times, we remain focused on what we do best, operating as a dependable community bank and delivering on our personal service commitment. Go Wildcats. Well, I thought we would be able to run all over these guys.
Like this.
I wasn't quite sure how easy it would be.
And it's been relatively easy. So we got Chris Hansen in again, kicking off from the Wildcat 30-yard line. And again, Lions have Jondal and Garcia back deep. This time he gets it up, and again, 5-yard line.
Ooh,
and now they're
little pitch reverse.
Little reverse. And nice job. Who was that over there? That was
it Josh?
No.
Brandon Hennick? I don't know.
Max
Arthur.
Arthur with the stop. Nice tackle by Max. Chris Hansen was down there again, and he kind of pushed gave chase to the reverse guy. He would have been there if they wouldn't have handed off. But, yeah, nice tackle by Max Arthur. So Lions are going to take over on their own 13-yard line.
Yeah, I'm getting some defensive subs in here. Kinnick's now at D end.
Yep. And there's a direct snap to Jondal, and he
wrapped up by Colton Brown.
Yep, by Colton Brown. Turned inside by Kinnick. Did a good job of containing out there, held his position, and turned the runner up. And Brownie was there to wrap him up.
Boy, I can't believe he got 2 yards.
I know.
Thought he was wrapped up in the backfield.
So they put it at the 15-yard line, 2nd and 8 for the Lions. And they're going to go with 2 receivers split to the left and 2 to the right. Jondal's in the backfield, and he's going to take it. And Braxton could have had a pick.
Kinnick blasted the quarterback and at one D end, and the other defensive end almost had an interception.
And it went straight up in the air. I know it's hard. If he would have turned around, he would have had a pick. But good job. I don't know. Was he going to run, or it almost looked like he wanted to run. Then it was like, well, maybe I should throw it. Then he was going to run again. Then he just tossed it. So good defensive pressure by the Wildcats. Ball's obviously incomplete, so it's going to be on the 15-yard line again, 3rd and 8. Again, 3 receivers to the right, and that's the way Jondal's going to run. Again,
not much there.
Kinnick's doing a good job of making him turn it up right where all the defensive players are for the Wildcats, and it looks like Matt and maybe Dashney came up from the bottom of that pile there. And it looks like they gave him, a yard?
Half a football?
Yeah, so half a football. So it's going to be 4th down and 7, we'll say, or a long 8. And and now they're going to put Dashney kind of in a short spot because they really don't want to punt it to, Dashney should have taken it.
Matt picks it up off the roll. He's going to have some running room. Blockers out in front. He's across the 40, inside the 30, still dancing, and knocked down at the 25.
Knocked down by number 5. Mason Hempstead. Man, if he wouldn't have hit him, I think it would have been another touchdown.
Yep. That was the last guy to beat, and took a shoulder pad square off the thigh, and that was just enough to knock him over.
Yep,
and
took him out at his feet. Yeah, I thought Dashney should have picked that up there.
Well, we can't do that again because we had one guy to guard their 2. The way they've got guys out there, they should have just audible to a fake and thrown it out, and it was a good first down.
Yeah.
Dashney needs to stay in his spot. We can't get cute trying to make him catch a punt.
Yeah.
You can't put 2 guys deep back there.
We lucked out there, so Wildcats have it 1st and 10, and again, they're going into that same formation. And Matt is going to be wrapped up, and nice play by Wyatt McMartin there. Matt only gained about 4 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and about 6. Wildcats sticking with that same exact formation with Josh in the slot and Kinnick split out to the right and Max Arthur to the left. And then they've got Caleb and Matt in the backfield.
There goes Klosterman.
Yep.
He's got it. He's going to go to the right. He's got a couple guys got him corralled. Now he's going to reverse back the other way.
Oh, they're going to call holding
be
evidently.
Probably a blindside block.
Or something.
And Matt's going to run over a guy into the end zone.
And
it
have
would be it's a touchdown, but there's
it's going to be called back.
When he reversed the field. Block in the back.
Yep.
Yeah, that happens when you got to block for
Yep.
15 seconds.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm a little surprised. I mean, as much as he's reversed the field, I'm surprised we haven't had that called a few more times.
Yeah.
That's asking a lot when you're telling your lineman to go this way.
Yep.
And then mid-play, you're going to go the other way.
And reverse all the way the field because he was
think,
all the way over on the other
you think they're going to dance around
Yeah.
their guy and know what's
Yeah.
going on when they got their back to you?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah. So the ball's going to be brought back. They'll still have it. It's going to be at the Lions' 32-yard line. Second down and about 20.
Empty set here for Caleb Walker. And it's blocked well. He's looking. Nothing there. Now he's going to throw to the middle of the field, and it's caught by Dashney. Kinnick tried to catch it, but it got over Kinnick's head. Dashney catches it.
Oh, my God, Kinnick.
And, well, I don't even know what that makes it now, Garth. 36.
Yep.
There's still 2 minutes to
I
go
know.
in the first quarter. Gonna have a running
So
clock
that
here.
was, I don't know if Caleb scrambled a little bit, so I don't know if the receivers are always told if the quarterback scrambles, you kind of follow the quarterback, kind of come back a little bit. So we did have a flood of receivers in the same area.
And there goes Dashney for the 2-point conversion, and he's
And
hit at the goal line, but it's
in.
good.
And Caleb kind of drifted over towards the Wildcat bench, and then he threw it up there, and Kinnick went to try to catch it, and it went over his. It wasn't. I don't think it was
I
to
don't
Kinnick.
think it was intended
Thank
to
God he didn't tip it, and it went right to Dashney. And I don't know what the Lone Tree. There was a Lone Tree guy right there who should have tackled him.
I think they all watched Kinnick jump too and thought, oh, it's gonna be incomplete. And then it wasn't.
That was spotted. What was that at the 37-yard line? Or no, it was at the 33, I think.
I don't know. I'm not the stat person, Karth. Don't ask me these tough questions.
And then Dashney got that 2-point conversion.
Yep. Should be 38-0. 2:32 to go.
Yep, 2:32 to go. Maybe give a shout out to Heartland Bank.
Heartland Bank is a proud supporter of Central City Wildcat Sports. Come visit us at 59 North 4th Street in Central City or online at hbtbank.com and ask about ways to save, including CDs and savings accounts.
All right, and again, we appreciate Heartland Bank and what they do for us. So, well, hopefully Chris's leg doesn't get wore out because we're at 2:32, folks, still in the first quarter. So much for a fast quarter.
Who were the two teams these guys beat? Do you remember? Was it, I think maybe Meskwaki was one.
Yeah, Meskwaki. I had Meskwaki and Midland.
And we got Midland next week.
And that scares me. So, what just happened? I don't even
Kickoff.
Kickoff, and there's they got it back up to.
I think Max Arthur on the tackle.
No, I think that was Dashney, wasn't it?
Okay,
yep.
it was
Dashney down there, and John Doe got it up to the 21-yard line. You know, the Wildcats have done a pretty good job, but Lone Tree has gotten up past the 20 a couple times, so it isn't like they've had awful starting field position. But they're at their own 21, and they're going to go ahead and split a receiver to the left, and they have another one in the slot there, and it's going to be a snap, and it's going to be looking for a pass. John Doe, and he's going to hit somebody, and I'm not sure. Somebody fell. Dashney fell. I'm not sure what happened there.
I think he tried to plant and cut, and
he's limping a little bit.
Slipped out from under him there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
He's holding his thigh. It looks like.
I don't know if he got yeah, I don't know what happened, or cramping or something. So anyway, again, what you just said, kind of a fluke play. So Dashney comes out, and luckily we were there to clean that up. So Lions are 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line.
We've gone about 30 minutes without a penalty.
Yeah. And they've got receivers there, and Jondel's looking to throw, and Kinnick hits him right as he lets go.
I thought Kinnick was going to rip his arm off.
And
Kinnick flying in from the blind side.
The pass is incomplete.
That was like AJ Epinesa ripping USC's arm off.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was like a slow motion play, like, oh God, you just see it coming, and that was close.
Yeah. That was that quarterback was never the same, was he?
I don't think so. I think, where'd he go? Did he go to Minnesota afterwards?
Oh, he transferred?
Pretty sure he transferred.
Oh, he may have. I don't remember. All right, so we got Lone Tree here in a snap, the normal I formation, good old-fashioned I formation, and it didn't fool anybody. And Matt Klosterman came busting through, and he took down Dominic Garcia for a loss on the play. It's going to move the ball back into Lion territory, and lo and behold, that was the last play of the first quarter. It wasn't as bad as Midland.
Close.
740. Midland was a solid 750.
Well, not Midland. We played
Well, Cal Wheat. Ooh.
So youth football did a fundraiser. If any of you are listening in, we're about to do the drawing. I can't remember. It's the raffle. I can't remember if they did a half a hog or what. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. Come on, throw a football up here. Come on. Come on.
Don't mind Cindy. She's trying to get the cheerleaders
Get a football.
to
Get it. Oh. Just about.
trying to get the cheerleaders to throw her a mini football.
See if anybody can make it up here. Come on, Zoe. Come on, you can do it.
Chris Greif won himself.
Chris Greif. Well, his parents. Oh.
Oh, the can box. That's not that was
What is
the
it?
hog was a different one. So that was for the can box.
What's a can box?
Oh, like a metal can.
Oh, boring. He's like, I got that. All right, we're at end of the first quarter here.
38-0.
38-0.
We have more points than they have yards, probably.
Probably. So Lone Tree's going to start here on the second quarter. They're
3rd and 15.
3rd and 15. Jondel's looking to throw. He hits a receiver coming across and is brought down by
Josh Lindsay.
Josh Lindsay. Pass was complete.
Brings up 4th down at the 37-yard line.
Yep. And this is the closest they've been on 4th down, I think.
Lone Tree Trees.
The bad thing is that Lone Tree is a running team, and they have done a little throwing, but they're down 38-0. So now they're going to start throwing it a little more, and it's like But it's a continuous clock right now. Oh my God! Thank God for
continuous clock. We're going to get out of here by
clock.
midnight, maybe.
All right, 38-0.
It used to never
clock.
kick in till first quarter.
I know. Well, it's second quarter, so.
Well, right, but
yeah. So receivers split. They have somebody who's a bad snap.
Oh boy, the ball's on the ground.
Yeah,
and
Brownie.
Colton Brown.
Colton Brown. Bad snap.
I don't even really know what happened.
Yeah, bad.
Kind of just mishandled it, didn't he?
This is a bad snap, a little high. Just a little high. I mean, but he had it. It looked like, and then it just like hit his hand, and it went up in the air, and he got tackled.
Braxton Davis unloaded on him, and the ball just fell down, and
it was rolling there, man.
It seemed like it was kind of on the ground for a long time before we realized it was down there. And Colton Brown, now he's got to run back in and play offense. He thought he was getting a water break.
Nope. So it's 10:30 here in the second quarter. Wildcats take over on that fumble, and they're in Lion territory. And now we got a new formation, and Max Arthur is going to
Well, they threw a penalty. Oh, he's
No.
breaking tackles, and
Oh, they
he's
threw
so
a penalty?
close. Well, the penalty had to be on
I
a
didn't
face
see
mask, right? Like, I mean, it was just Max
Oh,
and
I
the
see.
defender.
Yeah. Matt, they count him out at the 1 foot line.
And the penalty is about the 10-yard line, 15
Yeah.
yard. Well, I don't know.
I hope they don't. I mean, well, they're staying down there. So
Yeah, I mean, it had to be on them.
Yeah.
Max was the
the
only
ball's
one.
literally at the
And he
half
wasn't
yard line.
taunt- yeah,
Yep,
face mask.
I
didn't see that. It
Yeah,
looked
I
like to me
didn't
it had
either.
him by the horse collar.
Yeah.
But either way,
Yep.
well, Max Arthur with a run of 30,
About 35 yards there.
34 yards because
Yeah,
he needed
34.
35 for a touchdown.
So 34 yards. Max carried Lion about
I don't know
half the
about
way.
you, but on senior night, I bet you the play goes right back to him, so he gets a
He
touchdown.
should. It should. So Wildcats, the whole first quarter
Got
went with
dashed
the
in.
same formation, and now,
Yep.
there it is.
There's no way
Nice
that
job.
any coach is not going to
Yeah.
give the fullback that ball again when
Yep.
fullback gets a 34-yard run on needed a 35-yard field there.
Yep.
So Max Arthur on senior night puts one on the TD column. Good to have him back from his knee injury a few weeks back.
Yeah. Well, I started to say the whole first quarter they went with the exact same setup. We had Matt.
Yeah, we
We
ran
had
that spread
Matt and
the whole time.
Caleb in the backfield and the spread with Max and Kinnick and Josh. And then we start the second quarter with our power game. Oh, nice play by Caleb. Dumps it off to Max.
I couldn't see it.
Caleb scrambled, looked like he was going to run, and then he did a little
Jump
chuck.
pass?
Yeah, just kind of not quite like Tim Tebow, but kind of like Tim Tebow. So
Do you suppose these guys know who Tim Tebow is?
probably, well, some people listening probably
Well, these
should know.
guys,
Yeah.
listeners, yes, but the kids playing,
No.
probably not. Probably
maybe,
before.
maybe a couple of them might. So, yeah, the second quarter, we come out with a different formation in 2 plays. We got to
I think it's one of those games maybe me and you could be calling plays. And probably wouldn't matter.
yeah, so now it's 46-0. Wildcats.
Well,
9:16 here left to go in the second quarter.
you got a feeling we'll probably see some JV
Yep.
here in the second half. And
For sure.
give a little JV shout out because they've just been destroying people.
They're undefeated.
Yeah.
They had, we can talk about it. They had Cascade
Yeah, old Cascade said we'll come play JV,
yeah.
but we'll come down and play your little 8-man,
man
you know.
game, and they got beat. Was it 66-0?
68-0.
68-0. I don't even know if they have. I think they've won every game by over 50 points.
Yeah, I don't think there's
And
been.
unfortunately, I don't think they have any more games unless we're going to
is
try
there-
to get one more scheduled. But otherwise,
Yeah.
Cascades was the last JV game. So it'll be nice tonight on the just senior night. And
There's the kickoff.
nice
It's
kick, and
fumbled,
it's mishandled.
and he's
And Cash Weber gets down there, and
got his
they're
hands on the-
fighting for
he's
it.
got his hands on the ball, but I think they're going to give it to the.
Yeah, good job. That kickoff by Chris, it hit right in front of the Lone Tree player, and it bounced back towards Central City. About
Little
and then
backspin.
and then he had to go mishandled it, and nice hustle by.
That wasn't right. Wasn't it 38-0?
Oh, yeah, it sure was. I don't know.
Jeez, Carth, one job over there. I'll call some defense here. Lone Tree's going to drop back, throw out a little screen pass to the right. It is swallowed up by 45, Brandon Hennick and Max Arthur. So
Yeah,
two
all right.
seniors out there in the defensive backfield for the Cats. They are going to, that's a big game for that. Looks
That's
like
the
a game.
biggest play. Well,
Now
besides
they
that
had the
one
one.
pass play, this is the biggest. Yeah, it's 2nd and 2.
Lions, that brings up 2nd and 2.
Looks like we've got our normal defense out there. Chris is on defense right now. Chris Hansen's in on defense, giving Caleb Walker's out. Braxton's out. So there's going to be a snap, and Jondal's just going to take it to the right and run, and he's going to
Probably be the first
probably
down,
their.
yeah.
Well, they had that first down on
Yeah.
that. Yeah, about second first down of the game maybe.
First down for the Lions.
So
Yep.
46-0, 7:40 left to go here in the second quarter. Lions just picked up their second first down of the game. Ball's going to be spotted at the just shy of the 20-yard line, 19-yard line it looks like. Looks like they're going to split two receivers to the left. And there's a quick slant. Oh,
He might have
that
lost.
went through Garcia's hands, and that was a ball that either Cooper or Nolan were right there.
Yeah, Cooper McLaughlin checks in here.
Yeah.
With 4 minutes left in the second quarter, please meet at the east end of the
So
track.
a quick little pass there, and it went through the receiver's hands. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here from the 19 for the Lions.
Speaking of McLaughlin's, did I mention Allie McLaughlin's walking tacos today?
No, you haven't.
Oh, might be the best walking tacos I've ever had in the press box tonight. So shout out, Allie.
Yes.
Hopefully your son can get an interception here.
Yeah. So it's going to be, again, another same play. This time the ball is caught by Garcia, and Chris Hansen's there, and Cooper McLaughlin. And a couple more cats in on that stop, so they came back to the same exact play.
Yeah, a little hitch route. They're going to have some success with that. I mean,
because we're giving up a
our,
little bit.
our safeties are going to play off the ball. We're going to keep them in front. If they can do that, what, 5, One,
so they
two,
got
three,
4
four,
yards.
5,
So
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They'll have to do that 13 times to score. So I think that's a chance our defense willing to take.
Exactly. So picked up about 4, so 3rd and 6 here. And they're going to go with receivers, twin receivers to the left and the right. They've got motion with Garcia, fake that. And I'll tell you what, is that Colton Brown's right there, and he's throwing people around tonight.
He is
Dang.
throwing bodies. He was worked up today. He was ready to roll.
Good for him.
I was the receiver of one of those body tosses in PE class today, so I know exactly how wound up Colton Brown and Braxton Davis were for tonight's game.
Good. Picked up a couple there, so it's going to be 4th and about 5, a long 4 here. So it looks like with the ball being spotted on the Lions' 21-yard line, they're going to go ahead and punt. And it looks like we've got Max Arthur back, and they're going to kick it over Max. I'm not sure what happened.
There's a penalty back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Max came up because they have been squibbing it, but with Matt not back there, it went right over Max. So the punter actually can knock out some punts here.
It's got to be like a...
Is it a holding on the end guy there? The edge guy? What did he just do?
Well, they have
is down at the 6, and the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
Did they do something?
Well, I don't think anybody realizes there's a flag down because it's a pink flag and not a yellow flag for the pink out. So
where's it at?
It's clear back here at the line of scrimmage. Both teams are set up down on the 6-yard line.
Oh, they're calling a procedure against.
And we're going to decline it.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that on a pre-snap penalty.
Well, and the other thing is, why did he even kick it?
Yeah, it should have been blown dead.
I mean, it should have blown dead. You can't, if it's a procedure, you shouldn't even be. Once again,
we need the yards.
The first quarter's over, so we can say what we want.
We weren't nice because we were mad in the first 3 penalties. So either way, we're going to have a chance at a whole bunch more yards. So we're good. We got the football. What did we say? How many minutes?
6-yard line, and it's 4:38 to go here.
We'll probably score again.
And it's going to go to Josh, and Josh is going to go right up the middle, and he's spun down and picks up a first
hard
down.
Run there by Josh Lindsay. Gain of about
John
14.
Dole, the quarterback.
And John Dole got ran over, but he did manage to bring Josh down.
No, he tackled him, but then he spun him into it, his teammate.
Oh, was it the other guy?
That other guy got knocked down.
That was Josh Lindsay's first carry of the game, I believe. He had a touchdown catch earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Who hasn't had a touchdown?
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 20. Again, we've got Matt's out, and we're going with what you said, some different players out there.
There's Josh again. He's going to go over the right tackle. He's not going to get a ton, but a nice
Picked
run
up.
on first down.
They're giving him.
Who would have thought we'd have turned our noses up at a gain of 7?
Yeah, I was just going to say, he picks up 7 yards, and it's like We'll take it. 46-0, 3:35 left to go here in the second quarter.
And he's going to check out. Here comes Caleb Walker, Max Arthur, and Dashni Munikazi coming in. We'll see what happens here on second. Well, looks like they moved it back 4.
Yeah.
It's going to be a snap to Dashni. He's going to go around the left side. Has to cut it back in and wrapped up right at the line to gain. It should be a
first down. Yep. Good hard run there by Dashni. Cut it up a little bit, and he battled and
take the first
with some
down.
Determination there and carried a couple of Lions up to 30-yard line.
Good to see Dashni back in. Must have just been a cramp earlier.
Yeah. He's out now. He's kind of subbing in and out. First and 10 again from the Wildcat 30-yard line. So who do we got in that backfield this time?
Oh,
is that
Chris maybe?
Is that?
No, Chris is on the sideline. It's going to Max Arthur.
It's Josh. Oh, and there goes Max.
And he's pulled down from behind.
That was Josh and Caleb in the backfield, and snap to Max, and Max had a nice hole.
Like that little fullback sweep we added a few weeks back.
Gets it into Lion territory. Ball's going to be spotted first and 10 for the Wildcats on Lion 35-yard line. Looks like Dashni and maybe Josh are kind of going back and forth here, bringing in the play. So Dashni and Max is still out there with Caleb. No receiver. Well, I guess is technically Kinnick's the tight end, right?
There goes Dashni. We're going to run power left, and he's got real close to a first down.
Almost. I don't know. Are they going to give it to him? Nope. They're going to say he's just short. So picks up 9. Nice run there by Dashni. He's 2nd and 1. You know, as much as we talked about Matt getting records and stuff, and like you mentioned, he doesn't talk about it. I don't think that's his goal. I know he wants to get to the playoffs, and like you guys said, we're crunching numbers.
We were more worried about the team goals.
I have him in class. We'll talk about it after this play. There's a snap to Caleb.
Oh, play action pass.
Oh, Kinnick's right open. Oh, and it's underthrown. Oh. Gosh, Caleb. Caleb usually overthrow. Like, man, he was wide open. He should have thrown on it about 5 yards earlier.
What a good play call, because I did not see that coming.
Yeah, I mean, Kinnick didn't. Neither did they, because Kinnick didn't have anybody within, I'd say 5 to 10 yards there. Wow. Got to hit that one.
Yeah, just throw it up.
Yeah, just chuck it out there, man. He just let him run to it. So maybe they'll come back to that one. This time.
Dashni Munikazi is going to take it off tackle, and he's going to pick up the first down, get inside the 20.
Yep.
And
they're stopping the clock for some unknown reason.
First down.
Well, I don't think that doesn't matter.
I think it stops moving the chains, doesn't it?
Not for a run.
No, we took a
continuous
timeout.
Clock. Oh, wonder why we took a timeout.
What time? What do we got for time here?
28 seconds left. And it looks like I didn't see officially. Did you see him say we
yeah,
took
they
a
did.
timeout? Okay. So Wildcats take a timeout, so we probably should give a shout out to Heartland Bank.
Heartland Bank, whether you're a student just starting your financial journey or need a mortgage to suit your growing family, you can count on Heartland Bank for local decisions and fast, efficient service.
I was starting to talk about Matt. I have him in class, and on Tuesday, he was up front stretching because he was sore still, and so he carried the ball quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And all season, but like that game that we had on homecoming, and so I know he wants to be out there, but this is kind of a great opportunity just to let him get a little bit of rest because. Matt Ark, there we go.
Looks like Max Arthur on the fullback dive.
Yep, with 20 seconds. Then
we're going to take another timeout.
Come on. Timeout. So Wildcats take another timeout, but you just know he's like, oh, I'm sore, and so this is good for him to let his body heal up. I mean, he doesn't have any injuries, major injuries, and maybe he has something sore here or there, but. I was going to look and see how many carries he had. but just to get an idea. So anyway, so it's kind of nice just to let Dashney, let Max, let
Share the workload
Josh,
a little
and
bit.
yeah, just get some runs in there, because if we can get, hopefully we are in the playoffs. He's got 160 carries. The next closest is 46 by Josh and 42 by Dashney. So 160 carries on the season.
There goes
so
Caleb Walker. He's going to
throw
throw one
it.
to the end zone.
And there it is. Nice throw.
Caught and out of bounds.
That's
at the
Chris
one
Hansen.
by Chris Hansen.
Man, nice. That was a nice, solid, strong throw. And we're
Clock's
not going
under
to get
5
anything
seconds.
here. Oh,
It's
no,
snapped.
nobody was set. So that's game. If half's going to end,
Yep.
because
Clock says 0.
yeah, it's
We weren't
and,
set,
yep.
so we're
it's over.
good.
Yeah,
We didn't really need to score
yeah,
there.
we
with
didn't really need
up
to score.
46.
Yeah. But you know what I like about it, and we didn't need to score, but I kind of like the way that we were kind of using that maybe as like a hurry up kind of situation,
Yeah,
kind of-
and I get that, but
yeah.
it's not a great look
No,
when
no,
you're taking
that
time
isn't
out
a good look. No,
on
not
a
gonna lie.
continuous clock on a team
Yeah.
that,
That you're up 46-0 in
Yeah.
the first half. Not gonna lie, but
I mean, you
I
can
mean,
still run your
yeah.
2-minute offense.
yeah.
That's fine.
Just
but
don't-
Just let
yeah.
the times run.
At the half, it
All
is
right, so
46,
we are now at halftime,
9-0.
and it is 46-0.
In just a few minutes, we will be honoring our seniors.
And
for tonight.
tonight is senior night, as we mentioned, so they're going to go ahead and
Our concessions
introduce the seniors.
Yeah, we got senior football players, senior band members,
Yeah.
senior cheerleaders,
Senior cross-country runner, which is
senior
kind of sad.
cross-country runner. Yeah,
Runner.
we could, have his
Wish
brother
he was
next year,
coming
huh?
back. I know. Halftime.
So, you want to lead off with your, the most anticipated announcement of Wildcat cast history?
I didn't do anything. I'll just have, so Lone Tree.
I'll set the table.
All right.
When it happened last year, I said, boy, we should write this down so we never forget it. And
Don't
I think
worry.
it's been mentioned at least once a week since last year. We've laughed about it. But
So if you listen, so here's the good thing is you can go back. If you didn't know this, these all these recordings that we do are on YouTube. Once we're done recording, they're automatically saved. So you can go back if you have a son or daughter who played football, some volleyball, and I know I apologize, we haven't done as much volleyball and softball in the past and baseball as we did. If anybody wants to announce, come talk to me. We would love to get some help. But anyway, all of these are saved. They're all in our YouTube channel. Like, you have to subscribe. Well, you don't have to, but
if they're listening, they know how to
if
find
you're
it.
listening, you know how to get to the YouTube channel here. And all these broadcasts are saved, so you can go back as long. We've been doing this now for, gosh, how many years?
Probably like
The YouTube, not the ones before YouTube, but YouTube. And anyway, so just as an FYI, if you want to go back and reminisce on some big game,
good old days.
I'm not, you're not going to get top-notch ESPN quality announcers, but you have us, and we try to get you the information, and we do entertain. But anyway, so last year at Lone Tree, we're out on a porch that's next to their crow's nest.
On the side of their building.
On the side of their building. And for those of you guys that are regular listeners, I think we should try to we just need to start taking pictures, and somehow I know what I'm going to start doing is we need to try to get pictures of all the press boxes that we've had to announce in, and let people see what kind of what we do. I mean, dead mice and Midland who hasn't washed the window for about 50 years in their press box. We can't even like see out of it. But anyway, we're outside on a porch off the side at Lone Tree, and we're going over halftime, talking about all the fun, all the good things Wildcats are doing.
On their senior night.
On their senior night. And at halftime, they have, you know, how the cheerleaders get a little tunnel, and they have the banner that the team runs through, you know.
They thought it'd be a great idea to have the seniors run through it.
Yeah, coming out. And, oh, my God, it was like, I think it was made out of a tarp that they forgot to that they needed to make it so that it breaks, because it looked heavy duty, whatever it was. Funniest thing, Cody and I are talking. The next thing we know, we're watching this, and their football players go to run through the banner, and it doesn't break.
Cheerleader doesn't let go of the pole either.
Cheerleader doesn't let go. Football player falls, and the cheerleader is like if you're launched, and she's
like
literally
she was
like skiing, water skiing. Her feet were out behind her flying. Falls on top of the football player. There's like a traffic jam.
Little pile up.
Oh
in the
my
middle of the
God.
tunnel.
If you want to listen, it's at like 1 hour, 8 minutes, and like 30 seconds. We're talking, and then the next thing you know, we're like, whoa.
Just a train wreck in the middle of the field.
And we start laughing. And then obviously I couldn't stop laughing the rest of the night. It probably maybe doesn't sound that funny, but it was like a home video.
Yeah, America's
Home Video worthy moment.
Oh, for sure. It easily would have won.
Yeah,
easily
would
have
have won
been
top.
around for 100
yeah,
years.
It would have easily
It probably would have
been
won
a top.
20 times by
Yeah.
now.
You could not even stage that, as funny as that was. And the only other one that's funnier than, well, that this doesn't even have anything to do with football, but since we still have 10 minutes, and we'll get to this, Cody and I golfed with Rob Pangburn one summer, and we're awful golfers. Cody and Rob thought they were good, but I mean, they would puff their chests against each other to see like, oh, who could hit the ball the furthest. So we're at the par 5 on if you know the Central City Golf Course, and I don't even know if Rob had went. Anyway, Rob hit a really long drive, so Cody gets up. Cody's like, gonna just try to smack the ball.
I didn't know where you were going to go with this.
Yeah. This is one of the almost.
This is the same hole that I hit over off the golf course and hit a barn.
We should have known something crazy.
Yeah, anybody that thought something good was going to happen probably should have known better.
Cody swings it like as hard as he can. The ball, literally, I am not even exaggerating. Because sometimes, people exaggerate. This is not even an exaggeration. The ball went straight up in the air. Straight up in the air. I don't even know. Cody literally takes one step forward from where he was standing, puts his hand out, catches the ball, puts it back on the tee.
And then proceeded to hit the barn again.
Rob and I think we had to take about a 15-minute break. I was laughing. Pangburn and I were laughing so hard. Oh, my God. And this was in the morning. I mean, we were like, hey, this is something we want to do. Oh, my God. It was so funny. But anyway.
I thought you were going to talk about how
I
lost by a quarter of an inch.
That was also funniest home video worthy, and of course nobody's videotaping it when we could. Instead of you got to watch funniest home videos staged stuff.
I remember
I've
that
been
swing.
involved in a couple funniest things. And
I remember that swing because we were playing 18 holes that day. For whatever reason, we thought that was a good idea.
Yeah.
And I literally
After
have
that,
the worst slice ever, and it's a dog leg left, so I'm just out there, and I rip it, and it goes over the trees, and we hear it hit a barn on the first 9.
That was a different day, though, I think.
I think that was the first round through, because the next time I remember turning, and I'm, like, facing the wrong fairway, and you guys are like, what are you doing? So, like, everybody was watching
because
me.
you were trying to accomplish.
Oh,
my God.
Straight in the air.
I'm not
with my
even kidding.
driver.
Straight up in the air and just took one step forward. Bloop, caught it.
Great one-handed catch if anybody cares.
Yeah, it was impressive.
At that point in my life, I still had a little bit of athletic talent. But at this point, I'm pretty much just doing the microphone thing.
All right, so let's give it. We'll talk about the stats here, but we've got a line of seniors out here, so we should give some recognition here. For the football players, we've got Max Arthur, we've got Jarek Brandenburg, we've got Colton Brown, We've got Braxton Davis, Nolan Gates, Brandon Hennick, Matt Klosterman for our football team. And then we've got Trevin Reinhardt as media specialist. And then we have Logan
Oldfather
is the video guy who's out there. And then another football player is Caleb Walker. So that's the football program as far as the seniors. So a lot of wins with these guys, a lot of good memories. I feel like we've been watching Nolan, Matt, and Braxton and them for quite a while. Then we have, as we mentioned, our lone senior cross-country runner, Jack Stecker, out there with his parents. And then we've got cheerleader Zoe Johnson, correct?
Yep.
Zoe's out there. She went out for cheerleading. She started Central City last year and has gotten involved now with cheerleading this year. And then we have Abigail and Alyssa Fleming.
Which one's which?
Good question.
I can't tell
I'm not kidding. And again, we're
getting old.
We're airing dirty laundry. I can't tell them apart. All I know is one has pink glasses, one has purple glasses. Okay, I know that, but I can never remember which one's pink and which one's purple. So Fleming's, I'm so sorry. And I even coached him in track. And the best thing was one year, I think Abby went out, but Allie didn't, so I didn't have to worry. I could actually call her by her first name. Then the next year, they both went out, and I was
right back to Fleming.
I was right back to, hey, good job. Fleming's good to do this. So anyway, Abby and Allie are out for band. And they are also volleyball players, so they were just announced, I think, for volleyball this past Thursday. And we also have Gia Koba out there, who's band, and Gia's drama, I believe, so she'll be.
She in the SpongeBob play?
Yeah, so if you haven't.
That's coming up.
Yeah, in another few weeks here. So Gia will be putting her talents to work on the stage. And we're missing all the funny moments. I don't know if they were how
Logan
Noshbich. Logan, I got to know Logan actually pretty well because during the COVID year when we had all the home rooms, actually it's funny. I had Logan, and I even had Abby and Allie in homeroom.
You probably had the senior
and
class.
And I had Jack, and Trevin.
Wow, so you had freshmen in the COVID lockdown year.
No,
huh?
8th graders.
8th grade. Oh.
Yeah, they were 8th graders. So
I had seniors, so it was Kaya Eng and Jack Kramer, Dustin Ferris.
Yeah.
Oh, God, who else did I have? Ethan Ty.
Yeah, I remember
Cole
that. Yeah.
Brady Koba. I had Gia's brother.
Oh, yeah. No, it's funny. I had Trevin, and then I had Jack, Abby and Allie, and Logan. That's so funny. And I had Caitlin Nowatzki, too, man. All of my whole homeroom is out here. So Caitlin Nowatzki
drum major
is the drum major, and she's probably also drama.
It sounds bad when you just say the kids drama, Carth.
Well, I mean, it should be in the play.
Yes,
and
I know what you mean, but
yeah.
Yeah.
In the drama department.
You probably had the two nicest kids in the building, and you just said they're nothing but drama.
Yeah, no, they're nothing but drama. I didn't mean
it wasn't
that.
your exact words, but that's the way I interpreted it. So
no, they're
our
in the
one
plays
listener
and stuff.
that's not Owen probably thought the same thing.
No.
Jeez, Carts is really ripping on these kids.
They're good kids, but that's funny.
We hate these kids. That's why we do this.
Out of 10 kids, all my homeroom guys were out there, except for I had about 7 of them. I think I had Kenny, Troy, and Daniela weren't out there. Those were the good old days, having the homeroom.
The good old homeroom.
So I was starting to say I got to know Logan a little bit. Logan's been in band for 4 years, and I think he does help with the plays and stuff. I think he does
crew.
Like behind the scenes stuff.
FFA too.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot of seniors who've put in a lot of hours and have done a lot of stuff here at Central City. So it's going to be sad to see them go, and they've, like I said, they've done a lot of positive things. So anyway, we've got the band out there now being directed by Caitlin Nowatzki, and we've still got about 2 minutes to go. And I'll just kind of run down some of the stats and stuff that we had going on. In the first quarter, on the second play of the game, Matt Klosterman had a 70-yard touchdown run, and then he had a 2-point conversion, and that was after some penalties. So that got off to a rough start, but then Matt got things going there. Then we held them to, I don't remember if that one was 4 and out, but anyway, we get the ball back, and we moved down the field, and Matt finished it off with a 10-yard touchdown run, and then he also had another 2-point conversion. Then we got the ball back again, and that drive, Caleb Walker hit Josh Lindsay for a 30-yard touchdown pass and for the 2-point conversion. And mind you, we're still in the first quarter. Then we get the ball back again, and Matt had a 42-yard touchdown run, and then the 2-point conversion was not good that particular time. Then right at the end of the first quarter, we had Caleb Walker who hit Dashney for a 33-yard touchdown pass, not after Kinnick Weiss tried his best to knock it down. He did try to catch it, but yeah, it was funny. It went over Kinnick's hands into Dashney's, and then Dashney just turned around and ran into the end zone because I think the Lone Tree guys thought that Kinnick was going to knock the pass down. So anyway, touchdown there for Caleb to Dashney, 33-yard pass, and then Dashney had the 2-point conversion. So going into at the end of the first quarter, it was 38-0 Wildcats. Luckily, we have the continuous clock because that first quarter was like about a 40-minute quarter. Started in the second quarter then, we had Max Arthur who Wildcats got the ball, and he had was this after the touchdown? I can't remember if this was after the touchdown or the fumble. But anyway, Max had a 34-yard run, needed 35, got 34, got knocked out of bounds, spotted the ball at the 1-yard line, and then they had a direct snap to Max, and so he finished it off. And then the 2-point conversion, actually, Caleb rolled out to his left, and he found Max in the back of the end zone, and there was a 2-point conversion. So we're at 46-0 here with about 2 minutes to go. And at halftime, the band's performing, so I think they put a minute on the clock. And to let them do one song, it looks like, and now they're going to be coming off. And the Wildcats are back out. And North Lynn's just down in the end zone, so they're out, and it'll be.
That's the wrong team.
Oh, God. I don't know why. Lone Tree.
But if you want to talk North Lynn, there is actually a great football game tonight at North Lynn between North Lynn and Mac Valley. So it's kind of one of those teams? Trying to figure out who's going to be the winner of that district, and have that rival or border war rivalry game. And I believe it's 8-12.
Oh wow.
Mac Valley, I think, is up. They were up 12-0, and now it's 8-12. So, not that any of you care, because if you cared, you'd be listening to the Lynx cast instead of the Cat cast. I was interested in it.
So, they're doing the warm-ups here.
Oh boy.
And
Braxton Davis taking snaps.
Yeah. So Wildcats need to get out. We got somebody who's on the table. Who is that?
Looks like, is that Josh?
I don't know. I see Matt's out there. Is that Josh? Yeah, it might be Josh.
No, it looks like Jarek. I think it's Jarek.
No. I don't see Josh out there. I think it might be him.
Josh is not that guy.
Oh, there he is. No, I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, it's funny because it could be either one of those
no,
two.
I
they
see
don't
Josh.
look anything like each other. I'm pretty sure it's Jarek.
Yeah. Yep.
65.
So I don't know what they're. I think he might have gotten hit in his leg or something.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine. So. getting ready here to start the second half. Lone Tree will receive the kickoff because did you say they won the toss and deferred?
Yep.
And kicked off to the Wildcats.
It's about as much as I can contribute to this.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Yep. So we've got Lone Tree getting the first crack on offense, and Wildcats, I mean, this is unofficial, but I mean, if they have
a million yards.
If they have more than 3 first downs, I'd be surprised. They got one on the pass, and then they did get that
first
one.
series, and then maybe one on the second series, and then one
okay,
towards
so
the end.
maybe third. I don't know what they're doing, but they're looking. I don't know what just happened there. I don't know what that official was doing, but anyway, Wildcats are going to be kicking off here. Chris Hansen's been doing the kicking duties so far tonight. Caleb Walker started the year as the kicker, but then he suffered an injury a few games in, and Chris has been doing it, but then Caleb and Josh have both come in and done some squib kicks or onside kicks. And so it looks like there was some kind of a penalty.
No, yeah, it's going to be a penalty.
Unsportsmanlike.
So, I know this, and I haven't been paying attention at all because I'm still laughing about you telling those kids are drama. Lone Tree was not on the field for the mandatory stretch time. I've been waiting for this one all year.
Okay, well, we were just talking about it for the last game.
Yeah.
We were like, the Wildcats better get out here. So that's called I saw the official doing like an unsportsmanlike thing. And so Wildcats are going to be kicking off. So there's Chris's touchback. Chris kicked off from the Lone Tree 35-yard line. And the weirdest thing is Lone Tree was down in the end zone for their whole halftime.
Yeah, that's not like they had far to go.
Yeah, like how do you not come out on the field? So I don't know, that was
Maybe
weird.
They didn't want to.
Yeah. So weird start to the second half here, and Chris gets another touchback there, and so the Wildcats will be on defense. Lone Tree will be starting at their own 15-yard line. Looks like they're going with, is that John Doe, I think, still at quarterback. Receiver split to the right. There's a bad snap. It goes between John Doe's feet. He picks it up and is tackled by, there's Colton Brown.
Colton Brown and Jarek, so whatever he was getting stretched out, he must be okay.
Yep.
He just got a tackle for loss.
So
there's a loss on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 13 for the Lions.
3-yard loss on the play. Ball's spotted back at about the 12-yard line. This time they're going to go ahead and split receivers to the left. 2 receivers split to the left, a quarterback and another back in the backfield. John Doe's looking to the, I should say to the right. There's a nice throw.
Yeah, a little too far. As
yeah, that was a nice toss. Good coverage by Dashney that time.
3 and 13 for the Lions.
He threw it out of bounds. If the guy would have caught it, it would have been out of bounds. But again, good coverage. Pass intended for Dominic Garcia. Good coverage by Dashney.
Just swapped footballs. They forgot to get their ball in, so played that whole series here without their own ball.
So it's be 3rd down and 13 for the Lions, triple receivers, and they're just going to try to run. And John Doe slips and falls, it looks like. And I think he's going to lose a yard there. So not the start that the Lions were looking for. Unsportsmanlike, and then going backwards on 2 plays there and an incomplete pass. So the Wildcats are going to have Matt back, probably have Matt play a couple series here in the 3rd quarter, I'd guess. There's the kick, and it's a little, I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Cooper should have picked that up and run.
How does that work if you kick it?
I think he wanted to try to kick it off the tip of his foot like a little pooch, and it was way out there.
Didn't even get to the line of the scrim.
Yeah.
It looked like it almost hit our
Cooper McLaughlin could have been right over there and scooped it up and went.
Was that Cooper over there?
Well, maybe not.
I think it was Max.
Oh, it could have been, yeah.
And I think he was trying. That was
Yeah, he kind of went out about. Yeah, it wasn't. It was.
so 2-yard punt.
They kicked it from the 13.
And we have the ball
at
on
the 16.
Okay, so
3 yards.
That was
3-yard
close.
punt. Man, we're seeing all kinds of crazy things here tonight.
All right, got to start paying attention here. All right, Max Arthur in the backfield, and Matt Klosterman's going to get it, and he's got a big stiff arm, tiptoes out of bounds. Hard to tell. Did he get a? Got a few there.
Yeah, a couple.
About 4 yards for Matt.
Picked up the distance of the punt.
Got the punt.
Got the punt yardage back.
Oh.
2nd and 7 from their own. I can't even tell anymore.
2 of our valued, or not valued, but well, we do value them. 2 of our
4 listeners.
Yeah, 2 of our 4 listeners are actually here tonight.
I
the
know.
McLaughlin, Mr. and Mrs. McLaughlin, Mac's parents, Cooper's grandparents. They're in the stands, and they said hi to me. So now we're only down to 2 listeners tonight.
Yep. There goes Matt on the counter. What a beautiful play. And he's
what a beautiful stiff arm.
And
That kid.
score is third, fourth?
13-yard line, because that's where the punt was from, right?
Sure was.
There's
Nice touchdown run. Boy,
Yep.
you could see that develop
Yeah.
and see how good of a job blocking
Yeah.
that was. I don't give did we just get an unsportsmanlike? Oh, yeah. So apparently you can't lift the guy and celebrate. That's the 3rd time they've done it today. So an
Bad
unsportsmanlike conduct on the the celebratory touchdown lift. Braxton Davis lifted. And here I was just going to say I don't give Davis much credit because he talks a lot of trash to me in class, but he really opens up that counter, and it's just money. It has been for a few years, but Davis did a little too much as he lifted Matt Klosterman up like a little dirty dancing style there.
the dirty dancing move.
Yep.
Well, so they're going to put that on the 2-point conversion. I thought they'd put it on the kickoff.
Well,
So it looks like they're putting it on the 2-point conversion, which to me is fine.
yep.
So we've got a 17-yard,
17-yard.
17-yard 2-point conversion. We'll see what kind of play we have for that.
There's
And
Matt, and he's going to roll out left. He's looking to pass, and he spins out of a couple tackles. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and here comes a big collision.
Ooh.
And he scores.
Scores 17-yard 2-point conversion.
You kind of feel bad for that cornerback because if you give Matt Klosterman a 20-yard sprint into your face, it's not going to end well.
No, that's crazy.
Uh,
All right. Probably give a shout out to Heartland Bank, our sole sponsor. Been with us from day one.
At Heartland Bank, we believe that banking is about more than just numbers and transactions. We believe banking is personal and work to build strong customer relationships by getting to know you and understanding your needs. You'd think after like 8 years of doing this, I'd have those figured out by now. But turns
Well,
out,
they do change them up a little bit.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to read them in the dark. And
Yeah.
It's a long day today, Karth. Boy, get here at 6:30. It's already been.
I hear you. I was here this morning.
Yeah, I saw your car in the dark when I pulled in at 6:30.
Had 2 double practice today. Jack practiced in the morning.
Double. You're running 2 a days this time of year?
No, two separate workouts.
Oh.
Thank God I don't have more runners.
Right.
Jack wanted to run in the morning this morning, so I came up so we could get his workout in, and then Jace.
They're brothers. They could have got here at the.
No, Jace wanted to shoot hoops, so he had Turner open up the gym for him, and then I had Jace run after school. So I've been here since 6:32.
Yep, I saw you. I was trying to make sure I didn't hit you out here in the dark. There's
All
the
right,
kickoff. It's down about the 25-yard line. Nothing there to talk about.
Nope.
Whoever
24
it
looks
was caught it and got tackled. Gaining nothing.
So the Lone Tree Lions are going to take over on their own 24-yard line. Looks like we've got some subs in there. I see Matt coming out. Got Cruz Palmer, number 83, in there. Chris Hansen's in there. Still have Nolan and Josh and Caleb Walker's in there. Jarek's on the line. Got Dashney, so we've got some subs in there. Oh,
strip.
Nice. Who was that? Dash?
No, I think it was Brownie.
Or
Jarek.
is it Jarek?
Jarek got in the
They
backfield.
handed it off to Garcia, and the next thing you know, he doesn't have the ball.
Yeah, Jarek
And,
got his paw in there on the handoff and ripped it out.
And then,
Loss of 5.
Yeah, loss of 5, but the Lions recover that.
If he wouldn't have ripped that out so hard, he probably could have.
Yeah, I thought he was
found
just
it,
like
'cause-
taken right out of there. I know, I lost sight of it. It went kind of weird. So Lone Tree's going to go ahead and split 2 receivers to the right. John Dole, that looked like procedure if you ask me, but it doesn't matter if they
Nice.
call it. So that pass was complete, but like you said, they picked up, 3 yards, got the loss back, so they're going to be third and 10.
Coop's Ann will be happy to hear. She's listening. Coop and Josh Lindsay just combined for a
yay.
tackle there
Yeah.
for a gain of 2.
Yep.
Little pass out into the little screen pass, and Coop saw it, ran it down. I think that was pretty close to the. They've ran that a couple of times
Yep.
tonight, but that was the first
Now-
time Coop's seen it.
Yeah, I don't think they've gained hardly any yards on it
Well,
either.
they did because that's.
Oh, was that?
They ran that little out and
Yeah,
then they turned it
yeah.
up when he hit the side of the field. And that was their biggest play of the
Yeah.
game.
So we got third and 10. And it's a fake handoff. He pulls it out, and oh, wow.
Nice catch.
Throw and nice catch. That's probably one of the best plays the Lions have had all night. I mean, defense was right there. We had Brandon Hennick and Cooper were right there, and that was that number 1? Reese Holbrook split the defenders, and great throw by John Dole. Puts the ball into Wildcat territory. Looks like it's going to be first and 10 for the Lions on the Wildcat 35-yard line. So again, receiver split to the left. John Dole in the backfield. He's going to look to throw it at the same little. We've seen that before, and that was open that
Yeah,
time.
just
There was a
little-
little miscommunication there. That was just that little slant.
Yep. It's hard to get that timing down on a
Yeah.
slant when you got Caleb
Got-
Walker in your
right,
face,
right.
and I don't know how tall he is, but he's
Yeah.
probably 6 inches taller than I am.
And Reese Holbrook was the intended receiver again. And hit him in the hands, dropped it, so it'll be second and 10. 35-yard line. Again, we've got 4:58 to go here in the third quarter. Wildcats up 54-0. Receiver split to the right, low snap. John Doe reaches down, picks it up, and just goes forward. And
32.
that's
Chris
Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen meets him in the backfield
Yep.
and loses one. Kind of feel bad for John Dole. I think he's
Yeah.
gonna
He lost a yard on that.
might be a little sore tomorrow.
Yep.
He's getting hit before he gets back to the line of scrimmage about every
Well,
play.
that was a low snap, but I don't think it would have even mattered. So third and 11 here.
See if they go back to that slant.
Yep, they've got the receiver split to the left, one slot, one out, and it's a high snap, and he's looking that way. He's trying to find one, and
Yeah.
Cooper did.
Yeah.
Cooper is going to get called for pass interference, and he didn't have to do that, but he did reach in and grab the guy because he was kind of beat, but
Yeah, I think that was a
he had help, and so I think he panicked a little.
that was a tough play. I mean, they made the defensive backs made a great switch there, but Coop going from a safety spot without his feet moving, trying to match the speed of probably a
Somebody
senior coming across the field.
Yep.
That's tough. I mean, it's the right play.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't a great pass, and Coop's going to get the pass interference, and it probably wouldn't have been caught. But, oh well.
Yeah.
Better than a touchdown. I'd rather
Yep.
see that than a
Yep.
touchdown.
So ball's going to be spotted on the 20-yard line of the Wildcats. This is the deepest that the Lions have been. So we'll see what the defense can do here for the Wildcats. First and 10 from the 20. It looks like they're going to go with triple receivers to the right. John Doe's going to go that way. He's going to stop and he's going to throw, and
Nobody
there's
in the
nobody
neighborhood.
there. That time, Caleb Walker was putting some pressure on him. didn't really have much time to get set up. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. We'll see if the Wildcats defense can step up here. You know, they're going to go for
four down
territory here. So Wildcats have that Hawkeye bend but don't break mentality.
It's worked so far.
Yeah.
Be a good time for a pick 6
Yeah,
here.
no kidding.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So they're going to go again with the triple receivers to the right.
What we got at corners?
John Doe. And he's going run that way. He's going to run. And Wildcats do a good job.
4 or 5.
Yep, 4 or 5. So it's going to be 3rd, about 4. So 3rd and 6. We're down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 54-0 Wildcats. 3rd and a long 6 here. They're going to go with receivers split out to the left, 2 receivers. John Doe is going to throw it up, and the receiver went in towards the post like a post route, and John Doe threw it to the corner, so there was a little bit of a miscommunication. Really pretty good coverage there by Brandon Hennick. It's going to be 4th and a long 6 or a short 7, however you want to look at it. We're down to about 1:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
This will be a pretty unopportune time for one of those penalties.
Yeah, you want to make sure you're keeping them in front like you said, and see what happens. So again, they're going with that same set, split 2 receivers to the left, and John Doe's looking that way, and he's going to overthrow, and he overthrew his receiver, overthrew Cooper, who had pretty good coverage, and there's that bend and don't break. Wildcats are going to take over.
So it's youth night, and they're honoring the youth football players at the school my kids go to, Karth. Can you guess which one of these kids is mine out there?
Why'd you show that to me?
I figured you'd like that.
Oh, my God. Carson.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
My wife sent me the picture and said, "There's your son." I was like, "Oh, I don't see him." Or maybe he's the only idiot that's like standing up with his arms up and everybody else has got their hands crossed.
Oh,
All right,
God.
Cash Weber's in, and he's got a nice run down the sideline. They got a hold of him, but he's still going.
Nice job, Cash. So we talked about
10,
and that's going to be the last
23.
That's going to be the last play of the
quarter
here, and great job by Cash. We took over. It was on the about 13-yard line, so Cash Weber comes around the edge there and gets into Lion territory for a Wildcat first down, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. Probably give a shout out again to Heartland Bank.
Unleash the power of more with More For You checking from Heartland Bank. You'll get 24-hour roadside assistance, cell phone insurance, access to thousands of coupons, deals, and more for free. So as we enter the almost 2-hour mark here, we've got kind of what you expect.
8:36.
Taking care of business.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. Some JV players out there.
Let me see that again. Show that.
It's pretty tough to find them in there, isn't
Oh, my God. Oh, Carson.
it? Some things never change. 54-0.
You know what I forgot to talk about?
Baby Shark. The
Oh,
band's
yeah.
playing
You know what
Baby
I forgot to talk about is what's been happening at
well.
Central City here for
Not
sports.
much, apparently, because you didn't talk about anything.
Well, we talked about JV. JV, we think, potentially ended their season on Monday with a big win against Cascade. Came down because the team they were supposed to play on Monday canceled. Cascade's an 11-man team, brought down their JV, played 8-man, and we smoked them. So the JV's been undefeated. Good job to them. We're gonna probably be calling some JV players' names here this 4th quarter. We already have a little bit.
Chris Hansen's out here.
Cruz is back out and is out there, and we'll probably be seeing
get
some
more once they turn sideways.
Brandon probably plays. Jarek probably
here
plays.
Goes Dashney.
Yeah. Cash is JV.
He's got some running room here down the sideline. He's going to gain about 15 as he's hit out of bounds.
Nice job for Dashney.
Yep.
Picks up a first down. But anyway, JV football's had a really good season, and you know they've gotten to contribute in some of the varsity games, so that's good. Then junior high ran into a buzzsaw against Easton Valley, and the junior high have struggled a little bit with just lack of size, and but they are playing hard. And we'll talk a little bit more. There's a snap to Cash.
Cash Weber, he's going to go yard.
There's a touchdown.
There's
Good
nobody
job.
catching that.
What would you say? They were at the, they have it at the 25-yard line?
25-yard run there for Cash Weber. Nice run there.
Nice job by Cash. There's another JV guy.
Yeah, you'd like to see that speed out there as much as you can. And he's got it. I don't know if he's the fastest guy on the team, but he's probably
pretty quick.
Close. He looks,
Josh
he looks like the
Josh
fastest.
Josh is pretty fast.
But he just weighs about 110 pounds. But didn't matter. 25 yards there for the touchdown.
There's a direct snap to
Braxton Davis.
Braxton Davis with the 2-point conversion.
Braxton Davis.
That's probably why I was taking those snaps.
I know. I wasn't going to say anything, but Braxton Davis lines up at fullback, takes the snap, gets the 2-point conversion. And that makes it 62 to nothing with 11:16 to go.
Yep.
If you're still listening, I'm sorry.
Hopefully you're still listening to us.
Must really be bored on a Friday night.
But anyway, kudos to the JV. Junior high's working hard. Coach Turner says they are getting better, even though we still haven't gotten a win to show for it. They do actually, if you want to, Tuesday or Monday they play.
Lone Tree.
At where?
At Lone Tree.
Yes, at Lone Tree. And then actually Friday.
You should probably look that up.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure it is because
they always play.
They didn't have enough for the JV, so they just
they're not right. So they're just playing. So our JV will be traveling to Lone Tree on Monday.
Wherever that's at.
And then on Friday, they're actually going to play at 4:30.
Yeah, we got an opener.
Yeah, we have a kickoff or an opener or whatever you want to call it, curtain call or I don't know. So the junior high are going to kick things off for us on Friday night at Midland with a game before the varsity game. So maybe you go a little early and catch the JV or catch the junior high. Chris Hansen hits the turf and picked up.
Good.
And
good
that looked like
Josh Lindsay and Cash Weber.
And
so we were just talking about which one's faster. I don't know. They both made the play as they tackle the kickoff inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, so good job there by the kickoff team.
I thought it should be down around the 8, but
they're going to move it back to the 9. Right. Yeah, that's a nice job. So anyway, if you want to go early, I believe they're going to start at 4:30, so you might be able to catch a little bit of the junior high before the varsity game Friday night. So good luck to them, and it looks like we've got some
we're
guys
trying to get some
running
defensive subs out there.
So hopefully and there's a pitch to Dominic Garcia and
Brandon Hennick on the
Brandon
tackle,
Hennick and
Cruz Palmer.
And that Braxton Davis is still in there.
Cooper was on that. Cooper was the last one off the pile. So
good
Cooper
job there.
The first one there.
No gain on the play there. I thought he might have swept around and got a couple, but no gain.
Yeah, good job there by Davis. Stringing the play out to the sideline and let the backfield get there and clean it up.
Yep. So receiver split to the left. John Doe still in at quarterback.
Ooh, high snap.
And high snap and just misses them, and he passes it. And nice.
Hennick with the tackle out across the 40.
Nice throw and catch. Complete to Garcia.
I wanted to say the 45-yard line, but that's not a thing on this field.
Brandon Hennick with the tackle. That was a nice catch, over the shoulder catch by Garcia. Decent coverage there by the Wildcats. It's going to be 1st and 10, and they're going to have it in Wildcat territory on the 35-yard line. So again, here's that maybe give up a play, but that's that bend don't break type thing. And again, they have John Doe. They have a receiver split to the left, and John Doe's going to hand off to Garcia. And there's
Max Recker's in.
That was Cruz and Brandon Hennick in on the stop there.
So gain of nothing there. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And no gain on the play, so second and
Cash
second
Weber's
time.
in at corner.
Yep. And again, they're going to go with a receiver split to the left. John Doe in the backfield. He's going to fake it. And, there was somebody almost.
Pick that,
And there's
Coop.
Oh, gosh. Cash and Cooper.
Man, I
Go
thought Coop
for
was
it.
going to take that one.
Oh.
They both went for the ball and
Yep.
just kind of took their eyes off it. Coop's holding his head. He knows he might have had a big one there.
Caleb
but
Walker came in and put pressure on John Doe, and
I think
he just
Jarek missed. I thought
yeah,
Jarek was going to get
somebody
the
missed
sack.
him, and then he just threw it, and there was a
Thought Coop was
interception
taking that one to the
opportunity for
house.
one of those two.
It's all right. Third and 10.
3rd and 10,
Here's another pass.
and
There's
there's the quarterback's looking, and Cruz has a chance to tackle him, and then here comes Jarek coming in from behind. Good job by Jarek to not give up on the play.
Brings first down inside the 20.
Yeah, he picks up a first down, though.
Nope, not inside the 20, inside the 25.
Yeah, inside the 25, it's 24. So we've got 7:35 to go here. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted on the Wildcat 24-yard line. Again, that was just a scramble play you kind of talked about. They've gotten a few passing plays, but running-wise, they really haven't gotten anything except for that.
Well, really, that's our JV defensive backs, and they did a great job in coverage.
Covered. It was a coverage.
Sometimes the JV kids don't know any better and just do what they're told.
So John Doe's kind of looking, deciding if he wants to run or throw. He's going to run, and he's going to get a first down.
Yeah, that was a vintage Lone Tree. They used to run a ton of triple option. That time they ran it to the left. That should have been defensive ends.
Yep. Kind of overplayed a little bit.
Or should have had the quarterback and did not maintain our assignment on that. We probably would have got a pass interference call because
never know.
We've had that on us this year.
6:45 to go here. This ball's going to be spotted at the 5-yard line, so 1st and goal. So let's see here if the Wildcats can get a stop. Looks like they're going to go with a single receiver to the right. And John Doe's just going to keep it. Now, he looked like he was going to run. Then he decided to throw. Probably one of the most open receivers he's had all night, realistically. And that was kind of a poor pass. I think that was Colton Hasty, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, Parker Pangburn in on the coverage there. So we got Parker Pangburn in there. Brandon Hennick's still out there playing corner. So there's a snap, pulls it out. Oh, nice play by Brandon there. Left his receiver and went up. Good defense. Faked the handoff. He pulled it out, and then he hit kind of like, again, a lateral there. And our guys are really doing a good job when they go lateral like that. They're not really letting
flow
them.
into the football, keeping everything in front.
Brandon just left
Except for the first play of the game when they ran an out and up. And
yeah.
And we blew the coverage there, but
Owen, we appreciate you listening to us. He's signing off.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to us either.
And there's a snap, and
it's going to be a QB keep, and he's brought down.
There's looks like
4th and goal from the 5. We'll see what they got. I'd go right back to that option play because we did not defend it.
That looked like maybe Parker Pangburn and Jarek Brandenburg on the stop there. Is that 30? Is that Parker right there at linebacker?
Yeah.
Yep. So
Parker looks like a monster.
so Parker and Jarek there. It's going to be
He's got his hand
4th
on
and goal
his
here.
Yeah.
4th and goal. Big play right here. We've got under 5 minutes to go. And it's going to be a snap to John Doe. He's going to toss it out to Garcia, and there's going to be a touchdown. Came out of the backfield there and didn't get picked up probably as well as they would have wanted, and so John Doe's pass is complete to Garcia. And they are going to go for 2, obviously. And it's a crossing pattern, and it's thrown behind number 1, but he catches it. That was
a circus catch.
Reese Holbrook ball was thrown behind him, and he made the catch. So
I got hit by 2 Wildcats
Yeah.
there.
7 left in the fourth quarter.
Somehow
Wildcats
still
62, Lions 8.
held on to it. So we'll
Yep.
see. We're going to look at this JV. I like our JV offense.
Mhm.
I like all of our offense.
Yeah.
But I want to
see what they can do.
see what they can do. They've been manhandling teams.
Yep.
Get a good preview of next year. We heard all the seniors at halftime, but
Mhm.
we're going to bring back some dudes.
Yep. So, Wildcats, this is the second time now that they're going to be, and they're going to bring Matt back in for kickoff. It looks like we're going with our varsity kickoff.
This is that downside because
Yeah.
you're not working on your JV kick return in
Right.
a varsity game.
Mhm. And they've got all their varsity guys out there,
Yeah.
so, and I get it. It's 62-8,
But
but
it's, you see these kickoff return touchdowns happen
Yeah,
so often
yep.
and blowouts. But
well, we do have Max Wrecker up there and Cash and who is 32 over there? Is that? Oh, Chris. Chris is in there. But then we do have just Matt. And
we'll see what happens.
yep. So Lone Tree will be kicking off for the second time tonight. Kicked off to start the game, and there's going to be kind of a squib, and they're going to let it float back to Matt. And Matt eludes one runner and
Making
slips.
guys.
Oh, no way. He did not. Did his? He could
They're
have,
gonna-
but
they're
it
gonna say his
didn't
knee
look
was
like his
down.
knee went down, but it very well could have. They are a little closer than me. So Matt was making a cut, and he slipped, and they said his knee went down.
What we got for time left?
And we got 4:16. Clock is stopped right now.
Hopefully it's the last time it stops.
Yep. And then once both teams, I don't know, did somebody call timeout?
Wildcats take over 1st and 10 on the 24.
It wouldn't surprise me if we took a timeout to get some offensive
Oh,
subs
yeah.
out there. I mean, it doesn't look great, but
Yeah. I mean,
it's-
you want to
it's
get
one of the-
organized.
Yeah, you're trying to get Matt
Mhm.
Klosterman out of the game.
Yeah.
You're trying
I
to
mean,
get your 4 deeps out there by
Yeah.
now. So
So it looks like Cruz is going to be out there. Max Wrecker. I see Chris Hansen going out, who's 53. Oh, Colton Brown's going to be out there, it looks like. Well, now he's putting in Braxton Davis is in there.
well, we've got some JV linemen that don't have their helmets.
Yeah.
So we got to
Well, Ryder's not playing. He's not dressed tonight.
play. Yep.
And then there was.
Well, with Colton Welton out, I mean, he's not an underclassman,
Well,
but
and
he's
Jarek's sitting out right now. He'd be in. Jarek's legs
Yeah.
must be bothering him. Owens, I don't know if Owens been playing or not, but anyway, there's the handoff to
Parker.
Parker Pangburn.
That might
No,
be his
that's
first
Colton Hasty, 34.
one. That's
Pangburn's 36.
oh.
So that's Colton Hasty. Colton's usually a tight end, he told me. I have him in class, and but
2nd and 8.
he's a big, strong kid.
Here comes Cash Weber.
Yep, Cash in the backfield with Cooper McLaughlin's at quarterback. I think Parker's out on the edge there as a tight end.
There's Cash over the
Yep.
right side,
And
turning on the Jets, and
Ooh.
we got blasted
Yeah.
after a gain of about 4.
A good run by Cash. Good hard run. So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 4. Nice job by Cash. Ball's going to be spotted at the Wildcat 31-yard line. We've got 3:23 to go. 62-8 is the
Looks
score.
like Chris Hansen, fullback dive here. Nope.
And off to Colton. Oh, look
Colton
at Colton Hasty
Hasty.
carrying some
Didn't know he had it
Lions.
in him. I haven't got to see him run the
Dang.
football, but we'll
Nope.
take that first down.
I didn't realize he'd been kind of doing some running back stuff. So good
He
job.
didn't
by-
want the word to get out. He was his tailback, Garth. He told you
guess.
tight end.
Yeah, he told me tight end.
All right,
Well,
now
actually, now that I think about it, I don't know that he really told me. He was more on defense
well,
than offense,
first
but
down
good for
carry
him.
for him on that one.
Yeah,
Cash Weber is going to look to cut it up this way, and
couple
He's-
guys get him there.
yeah, he's going to get corralled about 2 yards
Yep.
over the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 8 to go.
He's not breaking a lot of tackles, but if you don't get your hands on
on
him,
him. He's gonna be gone.
see ya.
2nd and 8, and
9 for the Wildcats.
we got 2.5 minutes to go here in the game. We got So got Colton back in there. There's
Cooper McLaughlin, his first carry. Looking for blockers, doesn't find any, but he's going to pick up 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So he's going to bring up.
Make a manageable third down here.
Yeah, that's
Whoa, what?
nice little counter run, but
That's a
unfortunately,
third and 4.
I know that play well, and he was looking for his lead blockers just like I were, and they were not there.
Yep.
But he still makes a great fake and gets 4 or 5 anyways.
Yep.
So just tell you how great that play is. You get 4 yards and you don't get your pulling
guard. Yeah. So now there's Cooper. He's going to throw the ball, and he throws it out. Oh, and it's picked off by Garcia, and then Cash Weber. Nice job.
Tackle.
Open field tackle. Cash after the pick. I mean, that was good coverage by Garcia, but a little just all of our throws tonight have been a little underthrown. If that's out there a little bit, give your receiver a chance to go get it. Just underthrown a little. So nice play by Garcia. Got to give him a little credit there. And a great job by Cash seeing that and open field, and he stopped them from getting a bigger return there or a run back on that interception. So Wildcats are stopped here, and it'll be first and 10 from the 27-yard line for the Lions. So they're going to just snap it to John Doe, and he's going to get around the corner and
Cruz.
Yep, Cruz Palmer hanging on for life, and his jersey pulls him out of bounds. They did pick up about 9, so 2nd and 1. Ball's going to be on the Wildcat 36-yard line. We've got 25 seconds left in the game, so this very well could be the last play. So let's hope the Wildcats can get a stop here. Triple receivers to the left, and John Doe's just going to run to the left, and he's going to get around the corner, and he is knocked down there.
Probably going to be our last play of the game as the clock's running under 5, and we're not going to get it spotted.
Nope, I think that was Cash with the
touchdown
final,
saving tackle.
Yeah. So final here on senior night, it's going to be 62-8.
Well, you can hear us next week all the way from Wyoming, Iowa, home of the Fighting McCarthys.
Hey, I just have to, really quick, I didn't get a chance because we were telling so many stories at halftime, but talking about what's going on. Volleyball is going to be starting their
postseason play?
Yep. They have the Tri-Rivers, not postseason. Tri-Rivers Conference tournament is going to be on the 17th, so next week. Sites to be determined and times to be determined, but just they've finished out the regular season 1-12, and they will start their Tri-Rivers. Middle school ended up undefeated. They had their last home game on Thursday, so middle school told me they were undefeated. And I have to give a shout out to cross country. Jack ran at West Delaware on Tuesday and finished 32nd out of 148. He had a PR ran his 3.1 miles, 5K at 17 minutes and 48 seconds and 0.3. And then Jace also had a PR. He finished 77th out of 148 with 18:50. So they both had a really good run, and we're actually running tomorrow morning. Anybody wants to come out? 8:40. We'll be over at North Lynn. Varsity boys run at North at 8:40, and then Charlie is going to be running middle school a little later in the morning. So, and then our conference meets next Tuesday. So hopefully on Friday at the next game, we'll have some good results to talk about with cross country. So anyway, Wildcats win this one, scored a lot of points. Matt Klosterman, Josh Lindsay has a touchdown. We had a couple passing touchdowns. Cash Weber got a touchdown. Braxton got a 2-point conversion. So a lot of good things for the Wildcats. Didn't get started out very good, but thank God we were able to kind of right the ship and had a team that really didn't challenge us that much, but still like the way we got things turned around after a little bit of adversity. So anything else? One final shout out to Heartland Bank and
Heartland Bank is a proud supporter of Central City Wildcat sports. At Heartland Bank, we recognize more than ever this need to support local customers and organizations in our communities. As your community bank, we're here for you, Heartland Bank. Yeah. And you can maybe not hear, but the new tradition of victories here, we're playing a little John Denver.
All right.
Roads.
Well, so again, we've got a lot of stuff going on. We'll try to keep you posted as far as results next week after the volleyball, cross country, and junior high football on Monday. And then we will, hopefully, you'll listen in to us when we will get started and go on air at a little before 7 when the kickoff for the Wildcats take the show on the road to, like you said, Wyoming, play the Midland Eagles for the season finale. And then
win by 17. Yeah, got to win by 17.
And we may know more next Friday as far as a little bit of being about sharing information about playoffs. So want to thank everybody for listening in tonight. I'm Cindy McCarthy with Cody Ratliff. Wildcats with the win tonight, 62-8 over Lone Tree. Go Cats.